We look forward to talking with you soon. Please hold the line, and we'll be right back with you.
We look forward to talking with you soon. Please hold the line and we'll be right back with you.
We appreciate your time and patience. Please stay on the line, and we'll be back in just a moment.
Thanks for holding. We appreciate your time and patience. Please stay on the line, and we'll be back in just a moment.
Your patience is appreciated. Please hold the line, and we'll be right back with you. We look forward to talking with you soon. Please hold the line and we'll be right back with you. We appreciate your time and patience. Please stay on the line, and we'll be back in just a moment. For holding. We sincerely appreciate your patience. Please stay on the line and we'll be back in a moment.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today's meeting will begin shortly. Just as a reminder, anybody who has pre-registered to make a public comment for the agenda item this evening should press star 1 on their telephone keypad at this time to indicate you intend to make your public comment. Once again, if you have pre-registered and intend to make a public comment this evening, please press star 1 on your telephone keypad to enter the queue at this time. Thank you very much again. Today's meeting will begin shortly.
We look forward to talking with you soon. Please hold the line and we'll be right back with you.
We appreciate your time and patience. Please stay on the line, and we'll be back in just a moment.
Thanks for holding. We appreciate your time and patience. Please stay on the line, and we'll be back in just a moment.
Your patience is appreciated. Please hold the line, and we'll be right back with you.
We look forward to talking with you soon. Please hold the line and we'll be right back with you.
We appreciate your time and patience. Please stay on the line, and we'll be back in just a moment.
I hereby call to order the Board of Directors special meetings of the New Jersey Transit Corporation, New Jersey Transit Rail Operations, Inc., New Jersey Transit Bus Operations, Inc., New Jersey Transit Mercer, Inc., and New Jersey Transit Morris, Inc. Joyce, would you please take roll?
Good evening, Chair Gutierrez, Cacchetti, and board members. I will now take roll call. Board Member Adams?
Present.
Board Member Ajmani?
Here.
Board Member Caulfield?
Here.
Board Member Doshi?
Here.
Board Member Fulton?
Here.
Board Member Gordon?
Here.
Board Member Marocco?
Here.
Board Member Nora?
Here.
Board Member Rasmussen?
Here.
Chair Gutierrez-Cacchetti.
Here.
For the record, Board Member Greaves is absent at today's meeting. Next is the open public meetings notice. Adequate notice of today's special meetings of the Board of Directors of the New Jersey Transit Corporation, New Jersey Transit Rail Operations, New Jersey Transit Bus Operations, New Jersey Transit Mercer, and New Jersey Transit Morris has been provided in accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act and Public Law 2018, Chapter 162. The meetings will occur concurrently. Notices were filed on July 20th, 2020 with the Secretary of State. These notices were sent to newspapers of general distribution, posted in the main entrance of New Jersey Transit headquarters, published on the corporation's website, and sent each individual, agency, and organization that requested such notice. The meetings are viewable on the corporation's website in real time and will be recorded, archived, and made available to the public. Minutes will also be archived and published on the website. Thank you.
Operator, we would like to open the floor for public comments on the agenda item. Can you please provide instructions for entering the queue to make a public comment for those who pre-registered by the deadline?
Certainly. Ladies and gentlemen, public comments for today's special meetings will be limited to pre-registered agenda item only speakers. The floor is now open for those who pre-registered to provide public comments on the agenda item only. Please press star 1 on your telephone keypad to enter the queue. You will hear a brief tone to indicate you have successfully entered the queue. Each person will have 3 minutes for their public comment. A warning will be provided with 1 minute remaining and again with 15 seconds remaining. Once again, please press star 1 on your telephone keypad now to enter the queue to make public comments. Please stand by while we poll for those public comments. And at this time, there are 9 parties in queue to make public comment. And the first public comment is coming from Ryan Felmet. Ryan, your line is live and your time will begin now. Thank you very much. Matt Camper, your line is now live. The next public comment will be coming from Matt Camper. Matt, your line is now live.
Good evening, New Jersey Transit Board, and all the public speakers out there. My name is Matt Camper, and I am a member of the Passengers United, which is a organization which represents riders across the New York tri-state area. And I want to obviously give my full support to this agenda item tonight. It is well beyond time that, this Portal Drive project is going to get finally done if it gets passed tonight. I am so happy to see this going through finally after many years, especially the example of last week with the Portal Drawbridge having issues back, I think it was on Thursday of last week. It shows the examples of that we need to get this bridge replaced. And, I want to give obvious congratulations and to New Jersey Transit, Amtrak, the FTA, and everybody who has worked on getting this project off the ground. It is really, I absolutely am thrilled to see that this project's going to get done finally after many, many years of, making sure that, people have been advocating for this, everybody out there. I am thrilled, and I'm looking forward to, this vote, and I give my big approval to the board, Kevin Corbick, Amtrak, to go through with this. So thank you so much.
Thank you. The next public comment is coming from Andy Pollock. Andy, your line is live and your time will begin now.
Good evening, Commissioner Gutierrez, President Corbett, members of the board. My name is Andy Pollock. I am the public advisor to Passengers United. We are an advocacy group that represents the MTA in New York and New Jersey Transit. Today is a very historic turning point for this agency. This 41-year-old agency today is taking one of the most important board action votes in its history. We are talking about a drawbridge that is exactly 110 years old when it was first inaugurated in 1910. We saw what happened last Wednesday when this bridge is not usable. We saw for 2 hours no service between New York Penn and going into New Jersey. This board action needs to be approved tonight. This is going to benefit a lot of customers, not only for New Jersey Transit, but for Amtrak along the Northeast Corridor. So to the board, Commissioner Gutierrez, and President Corbett, please approve action item 2007-52 this evening. Thank you very much. I yield my time.
Thank you. The next public comment is coming from Jason Anthony. Jason, your line is live and your time will begin now.
Good evening, Chair Gutierrez. Good evening, President Corbett. My name is Jason Anthony. I'm the Vice President of Passengers United. As my colleagues indicated earlier in their comments, we are in full support of this project. It's way overdue, and we don't want to see another meltdown like we saw last week. It's totally unacceptable. That affected service between New York and Philadelphia. And this bridge is vital for the Northeast, not only for New Jersey. So I will tell the board members to approve this project. This project is vital. And not only will benefit New Jersey, it will benefit the whole Northeast as south as Washington, D.C., and as north as Boston. So with that, I yield the balance of my time. Thank you.
Thank you. The next public comment is coming from Joseph Cliff. Joseph, your line is live and your time will begin now.
Yes, good evening, board members. 3 questions for Mr. Corbett today. How many peak passengers have been delayed by Portal Bridge for the last 16 months? That's since the Coast Guard changed the rules so the bridge will not open for 5 hours in the morning and 5 hours in the evening. The answer is 0. 0 peak period customers, riders on New Jersey Transit and Amtrak, have been delayed by Portal Bridge. That's the same number with Portal North Bridge in service, 0. No benefit to the riding public at all. Second question for Mr. Corbett. How can New Jersey Transit claim in its upcoming August core capacity $780 million grant application to the FTA that Portal North Bridge will increase peak hour seats into New York by more than 10%, when he knows that all of those seats will be in service once new multi-level railroad cars are delivered beginning in 2023? That's both trailers and self-propelled equipment. And that's long before Portal North Bridge could be in service. The answer is it cannot honestly be stated because the bridge increases capacity by 0. It does not qualify for a core capacity grant. It is taking money from other projects that do. And last, why has New Jersey Transit never once demanded that Amtrak rehabilitate Portal Bridge? It's the only bridge that New Jersey Transit uses that has not been rehabbed in the last 25 years. New Jersey Transit has rehabbed their bridges, but they've never demanded that Amtrak rehabilitate Portal. That's the reason it got stuck last week. It has nothing to do with the age of the bridge. It has to do with Amtrak's failure to maintain the bridge in a state of good repair and New Jersey Transit's complicity in never demanding that that be done. And remember this, New Jersey Transit pays $85 million a year to Amtrak for Northeast Corridor maintenance. All they had to say at some point was you need to spend that money to rehab the bridge. The bridge would open and close in 10 minutes. There would be no problems.
1 minute remaining. 1 minute.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. The next public comment is coming from David Allen. David, your line is live and your time will begin now.
Good evening. I am David Peter Allen. I'm chair of the Lackawanna Coalition, but make this statement in my personal capacity. We have not been informed about exactly what is proposed and what is in controversy, but we know circumstances are changing, and the Portal North Bridge project has become unnecessary and even more wasteful than it appeared only a few short months ago. The coronavirus came along and changed everything. Ridership between New Jersey and New York City, among other places, collapsed to less than 10% of its former level and is now recovering, but very slowly. How far it will rebound in the foreseeable future is unclear. What is clear is that not everybody who commuted during peak hours 5 days a week will continue to do so during the coming post-COVID-19 times. That means the proposed Portal North Bridge and other Gateway program infrastructure will not be needed for the remaining commuters. New Jersey Transit used misleading numbers to advance the case for an FTA core capacity grant, which requires that the segment of the line at issue must be at 95% of capacity and that the project improve capacity by 10% or more. That will not occur with fewer peak hour commuters going into Penn Station. It is now difficult to imagine how the economy of the future could afford the $30 billion or more that the entire Gateway program would cost, with unemployment in New Jersey now exceeding 15%, a level unknown since the 1930s. Your riding and tax-paying constituents deserve your effort to ask Gateway management about these issues I have raised, but they have refused to address. Those answers are critical. The applicable statute, 49 U.S.C. Section 5309, C1, capital B, 3, capital A, requires that, quote, the applicant achieve ridership outcomes for the project that are consistent with or better than projections, unquote, a standard that NJ Transit will not be able to meet. That
1 minute remaining. 1 minute remaining.
For any grant you might get, and and if you get it, you would have to give the money back. You have no right to gamble with New Jersey's money that way. I am fully aware that your job is to act as a rubber stamp and to prove everything before you. Only twice, in 1995 and 1996, did this board vote against a management proposal. I have the records. But this is a situation where you actually know, or at least should know, that the project in question is unnecessary and could cause genuine financial harm in the hard times that Governor Murphy acknowledges are coming. For the good of New Jersey Transit, its riders, and the taxpayers, it is time for you to rise to your fiduciary obligation and vote no for the third time in NJ Transit's history. Forget about Portal North. You will need every dollar you can get just to preserve some of our mobility. Thank you.
There are currently 3 members of the public remaining in queue at this time. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, if you have pre-registered to make a public comment this evening for the agenda item, you may press star 1 on your telephone keypad to enter the queue. Once again, it'll be star 1 on your telephone keypad to enter the queue if you have pre-registered and intend to make a public comment this evening. The next public comment is coming from Sally Jane Gellert. Sally, your line is live and your time will begin now.
Hi, Sally Gellert, the communications chairperson of the Lackawanna Coalition. I am here again to reiterate our concerns with this project, particularly at a time of economic troubles when funds are so limited and so much of our economy remains shut down. I note the article in yesterday's New York Times turns Midtown into a ghost town, causing an economic crisis, noting that the Times Life building usually has 8,000 employees and now has just 500. Why is New Jersey Transit considering big projects when other transit agencies are hunkering down to ensure that they come through as intact as possible? You rush to restore full train service before opening stations, leaving passengers unable to use a restroom or even sit on a bench, with even outdoor benches often blocked, yet you are moving full speed ahead with massive construction projects, and this one should have been handled by Amtrak as standard state of good repair maintenance. As I reminded you last week, New Jersey Transit is a transportation, not a construction agency. We are concerned that the Portal North Bridge project was funded based on a capacity grant that was questionable at the time, and now, at 20% capacity for New Jersey Transit Rail, obviously does not meet those qualifications. Not only had the capacity increase already been attained by using multi-level rail cars, but also we don't know when or if we will reach that base capacity again. We expect increased interest in suburban office space and consequent need for different rail service patterns. Therefore, probably not the same peak capacity. Regarding Portal North in particular, we know that the Coast Guard restrictions on opening ensures that any failures will not affect rush hour, though of course no riders should be delayed. We note that the bridge has not been regularly open for marine traffic since October 2016, so we really question this expenditure of resources for this project at this time with our current limited financial capacity. We would like to see this project cut back to the needed overdue rehab project that it should have been, rather than this overbuilt, expensive gift to the transportation industrial complex. Thank you very much.
And public comment is coming from Robert Hale. Robert, your line is live and your time will begin now.
Thanks very much, board members, for the opportunity to comment. I support the Portal Bridge project, but this MOU doesn't change the fact that no federal funding has been committed to the project. And the federal government really shouldn't, because this project cost is ridiculous. The Second Avenue subway tunnels and systems cost $500 million a mile to dig and equip, and that is incorporating a substantial premium due to New York factors. This is the most expensive subway line built anywhere in the world to date. Now, Amtrak is asking $640 million a mile for a bridge over the Hackensack River in the middle of nowhere. A similar bridge in Italy carrying the Milan-Bologna high-speed line over the Po River and adjoining wetlands cost $70 million a mile. So in other words, Amtrak is proposing to get 1/10 as much bridge per dollar as the Italian state railways got in a similar project over there. This is not acceptable. It's not tenable to ask these sums for such a project that should be a walk in the park. And the fact that no one has really committed any money shows that there is not the appetite to commit this amount. So great, the MOU is being executed, but it's time to deal with the Amtrak premium, which is something about that organization. And by the way, New Jersey Transit, since its proposed bridge costs in its 10-year plan are very similar to that asked by Amtrak for Portal North, that pushes construction costs even beyond what the famously inefficient MTA incurs. It's not okay. The federal government is not going to come to the rescue, and it shouldn't. It is time for New Jersey Transit and Amtrak to do a forensic inspection, bring in experts from around the world who know how to build railroad construction projects for reasonable sums and learn from them. No more excuses about why everything in New York is exceptional. We don't have the money for that anymore, and we don't have the patience for that anymore. Thanks, and I yield the remainder of my time.
And there are 2 participants remaining in the queue to make public comment at this time, and the next public comment is coming from Adam Reich. Adam, your line is live, and your time will begin now.
Good evening, Chair Gutierrez Cacchetti, President Corbett, and members of the New Jersey Transit Board. I'm calling to express my support for the Portal North project. The Portal Bridge has been no fewer than 4 times since January 2018. Delays can last hours when this occurs. In addition to those 4 openings, there have been 4 instances where the bridge has been stuck open. The bridge was also struck by a tugboat once during that same period. I've heard a lot of discussion about how peak riders aren't being impacted by the current opening schedule, but the fact is, when the bridge gets stuck open during off-peak times, you still have dozens and hundreds of riders impacted by this. Riders who, I might add, pay the same fares as peak riders for less service. So to me, it's a fallacy to say, oh, it's okay to delay the off-peak riders, just because of the time period. The bridge offers a number of important benefits, both for New Jersey commuters on New Jersey Transit and for riders using the national system. Higher clearances eliminate the need for opening and the potential for it to be struck by those tugboats and similar vessels. In addition, higher speed limits will allow for greater travel times, for faster travel times, and allow for greater resiliency in the system, particularly after Gateway is built. I think the ARC tunnel also shows the importance of pursuing a project when the political willpower and the funding is there. If you can get the funding and the political support, move forward on this. The struggles with Gateway right now show the importance of moving on a project while you can instead of casting it off into the future and seeing what will happen at that point down the road. Lastly, talking about peak ridership after the fact, while there are certainly signs pointing to the fact that ridership would be down in the peak periods, we don't know anything for certain, especially by the time this bridge would be in 2023. With that in mind, you must think about the future and understand that it is an unknown. You have to plan for the worst case scenario in terms of capacity too, in terms of there being a return and a ridership level that does justify the need for the bridge, especially given the current infrastructure issues. Thank you. I yield the balance of my time.
And the final public comment this evening is coming from Ryan Felmet. Ryan, your line is live, and your time will begin now.
Hello, everyone, and thanks and good evening. I'm just going to keep it short tonight. I was happy to see that there was a meeting put on for this and for this particular project, the Portal Bridge project, which I believe everyone in general is in support for. It's just in terms of at what cost, at what time, and at what cost to New Jersey taxpayers. So I think the cart is coming before the horse with this one. How can you expect people to make a public comment when I've seen very little engagement between New Jersey Transit, ridership advocate groups, and educating people on where the benchmarks are coming from? In terms of costs, I heard the previous caller, I believe his name is Robert, who spoke about equivalent costs in New York City alone and other countries. We're paying tenfold the price at the wrong time. I mean, I would like to see the analysis that went into it. If we could have more of an engaging conversation between New Jersey Transit, the board, and the community and advocate groups, then we could be better educated on exactly what's driving these discussions. Are you trying to meet a federal deadline and we're just trying to rubber stamp a project before it can go in? What if we say no and we have the option to delay and focus on something that's more important right now? Can you educate us on the costs and where it's coming from? What type of analysis was done? Or is this just in the hopper with the federal government planning and it came down to New Jersey Transit, so we're jumping on it? And since it looks like the federal government is giving money toward the project, is it really worth the cost? Even though, as the previous caller said, without the federal money itself, we could do the project with just the New Jersey Transit funding it alone at the time that it would need to be done. So I think everything needs to be reassessed before people jump to conclusions with this. As many previous callers also said, there's no need to rush it through when we're at 10% ridership.
1 minute remaining.
And this is although it's a very huge problematic occurrence to riders, it happens very infrequently. And we're just looking for bus shelters in towns where we have overcrowded buses. So I would focus on things like that before we jump to capital projects that are just subsidized by the Fed and extremely overcostly. Thank you, and I yield my time.
And there are no further individuals in the queue at the moment to make a public comment. Once again, there are no further public comments at this time.
Thank you, Tom. Before we adjourn to executive session, I want to let the public know we will return to open session meeting to present action item 2007-52. May I have a motion to enter into executive session to discuss personnel matters, contract negotiations, the status of pending and anticipated litigation, and matters falling within the attorney-client privilege, including but not limited to the approval to enter into agreements with National Railroad Passenger Corporation, Amtrak, to progress the Portal North Bridge project. May I have a motion to enter into executive session?
Board Member Caulfield, so moved.
May I have a second?
Gordon, second.
Is there any discussion on the motion? Hearing none, Joyce, I would ask you to take a roll call vote.
Roll call vote. Board Member Adams?
Yes.
Board Member Ajmani?
Yes.
Board Member Caulfield?
Yes.
Board Member Doshi?
Yes.
Board Member Fulton?
Yes.
Board Member Gordon?
Yes.
Board Member Marocco?
Yes.
Board Member Nora?
Yes.
Chair Gutierrez-Scacchetti?
Yes.
Motion carried. Operator, please move board and staff to executive session. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Please stand by where the executive session is initiated. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, members of the public session will go on music hold until it is resumed after the executive session. Thank you very much.
Thanks for holding. We appreciate your time and patience. Please stay on the line, and we'll be back in just a moment.
Thanks for holding. We appreciate your time and patience. Please stay on the line, and we'll be back in just a moment.
Your patience is appreciated. Please hold the line, and we'll be right back with you. We look forward to talking with you soon. Please hold the line, and we'll be right back with you. We appreciate your time and patience. Please stay on the line, and we'll be back in just a moment. Holding. We sincerely appreciate your patience. Please stay on the line, and we'll be back in a moment. for holding. We look forward to talking with you soon. Please hold the line, and we'll be right back with you.
We look forward to talking with you soon. Please hold the line and we'll be right back with you. We appreciate your time and patience. Please stay on the line, and we'll be back in just a moment. Thanks for holding. We appreciate your time and patience. Please stay on the line, and we'll be back in just a moment. Your patience is appreciated. Please hold the line, and we'll be right back with you. We look forward to talking with you soon. Please hold the line and we'll be right back with you. We appreciate your time and patience. Please stay on the line, and we'll be back in just a moment. Holding. We sincerely appreciate your patience. Please stay on the line and we'll be back in a moment.
Thank you for holding. We look forward to talking with you soon. Please hold the line, and we'll be right back with you. We look forward to talking with you soon. Please hold the line and we'll be right back with you. Thanks for holding. We appreciate your time and patience. Please stay on the line, and we'll be back in just a moment. Thanks for holding. We appreciate your time and patience. Please stay on the line, and we'll be back in just a moment. Waiting. Your patience is appreciated. Please hold the line, and we'll be right back with you. For holding. We look forward to talking with you soon. Please hold the line and we'll be right back with you. Thanks for holding. We appreciate your time and patience. Please stay on the line, and we'll be back in just a moment. For holding. We sincerely appreciate your patience. Please stay on the line and we'll be back in a moment. Thank you for holding. We look forward to talking with you soon. Please hold the line, and we'll be right back with you. We look forward to talking with you soon. Please hold the line and we'll be right back with you. We appreciate your time and patience. Please stay on the line, and we'll be back in just a moment. Thanks for holding. We appreciate your time and patience. Please stay on the line, and we'll be back in just a moment. Waiting. Your patience is appreciated. Please hold the line, and we'll be right back with you. For holding. We look forward to talking with you soon. Please hold the line and we'll be right back with you. For holding. We appreciate your time and patience. Please stay on the line, and we'll be back in just a moment. For holding. We sincerely appreciate your patience. Please stay on the line and we'll be back in a moment. Thank you for holding. We look forward to talking with you soon. Please hold the line, and we'll be right back with you. We look forward to talking with you soon. Please hold the line and we'll be right back with you. We appreciate your time and patience. Please stay on the line, and we'll be back in just a moment. Thanks for holding. We appreciate your time and patience. Please stay on the line, and we'll be back in just a moment. Your patience is appreciated. Please hold the line, and we'll be right back with you. We look forward to talking with you soon. Please hold the line and we'll be right back with you. We appreciate your time and patience. Please stay on the line, and we'll be back in just a moment. Holding. We sincerely appreciate your patience. Please stay on the line and we'll be back in a moment. Thank you for holding. We look forward to talking with you soon. Please hold the line, and we'll be right back with you. We look forward to talking with you soon. Please hold the line and we'll be right back with you. We appreciate your time and patience. Please stay on the line, and we'll be back in just a moment. Thanks for holding. We appreciate your time and patience. Please stay on the line, and we'll be back in just a moment. Your patience is appreciated. Please hold the line, and we'll be right back with you. We look forward to talking with you soon. Please hold the line and we'll be right back with you. We appreciate your time and patience. Please stay on the line, and we'll be back in just a moment. Holding. We sincerely appreciate your patience. Please stay on the line and we'll be back in a moment. you for holding. We look forward to talking with you soon. Please hold the line, and we'll be right back with you.
We look forward to talking with you soon. Please hold the line and we'll be right back with you.
I hereby reconvene the open session board meetings. Joyce, would you please take roll?
Roll call. Board Member Adams.
Here.
Board Member Ajmani.
Here.
Board Member Caulfield.
Here.
Board Member Doshi.
Here.
Board Member Fulton.
Here.
Board Member Gordon.
Here.
Board Member Marocco.
Here.
Board Member Nora.
Here.
Board Member Rasmussen.
Here.
Chair Gutierrez Cachetti.
Here.
Thank you.
Thank you, Joyce. Kevin, will you please present the action item?
Yes, thank you, Chair. I'd like to introduce Eric DeLeo to present board item 2007-52. And before he does, for the public record, I would like to just comment and compliment the fantastic work that he and his team, Ayelet, finance team, everyone put in to make this project a reality. 2.5 years ago, New Jersey Transit, when we came in, was at war with Amtrak. I think everyone knows the situation we were, and where we are today is in a far different place, and this is certainly a project of national significance. And this item, moving with Amtrak, just confirms a lot of the progress we have made particularly in the last year with Amtrak. So with that, Eric, would you please present the item?
Kevin, President Corbett, thank you for the kind words. And tonight, we're recommending approval of item 2007-52, approval to enter into agreements with the National Railroad Passenger Corporation, Amtrak, to progress the Portal North Bridge project. Authorization is requested to take any and all actions consistent with this resolution and to make, execute, and deliver in the name of and on behalf of NJ Transit all instruments, agreements, certifications, and all other documents as may be required or contemplated by the foregoing, including the project development agreement with Amtrak, containing such terms as the chair or president and CEO deems necessary and advisable in order to effectuate the foregoing transaction. NJ Transit staff will report back to this board once the parties have executed the project development agreement. We ask for your approval of item 2007-52.
Thank you, Eric. May I have a motion to approve board item number 2007-52?
Board, so move.
Thank you. Board Member Gordon, may I have a second?
Caulfield, second.
Thank you, Board Member Caulfield. Joyce, with discussion, please go through the board members.
Board Member Adams, any comments?
No comments, Joyce. Thank you.
Thank you. Board Member Ajmani, any comments?
No comments.
Board Member Caulfield, any comments?
No comments.
Thank you. Board Member Doshi, any comments?
No comments, thanks.
Thank you. Board Member Fulton, any comments?
No comments.
Thank you. Board Member Gordon, any comments?
No comments. Thank you.
Thank you. Board Member Marocco, any comments?
None, thank you.
Board Member Nora, any comments?
No, thank you.
Thank you. Board Member Rasmussen, any comments?
No comments, thank you.
Chair Gutierrez Cachetti, any comments?
No comments. Thank you, Joyce. Would you now take a roll call vote?
A roll call vote. Board Member Adams?
Yes.
Board Member Ajmani?
Yes.
Board Member Caulfield?
Yes.
Board Member Doshi?
Yes.
Board Member Fulton?
Yes.
Board Member Gordon?
Yes.
Board Member Marocco?
Yes.
Board Member Nora?
Yes.
Chair Gutierrez Cacchetti?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you, Joyce, and congratulations to the staff at New Jersey Transit for their dedication and hard work to this project. Having no other business for this evening, I'm asking for a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Fulton motion.
May I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Board Member Adams. Is there any discussion on the adjournment? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
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 Any opposed? Motion carried. Meeting is adjourned. Thank you all very much.
Thank you. Good night, all. Thanks.
Good night.